Hi Virgos, hope you guys are doing well. So this is going to be your reading for September, kind of just up until I have time to do the next ones. If you guys are celebrating your birthday, happy birthday to you. We have a few transits that we need to go over. Full moon in Pisces, which is transiting your 7th house. That is your partnerships, your long-term relationships, business partnerships, all those types of connections, okay? The ones that are in your life for the long term, long run, all that. So being that this is a full moon and transiting your 7th house for you, you're going to be looking at certain maybe connections or relationships that are no longer serving you, or kind of like forgiving certain relationships that may still be lingering in your energy and maybe just aren't really conducive to your growth anymore. You're gonna be kind of letting those go and making space for those connections to revitalize themselves. Wow, and lightning just struck right there. So if you had some connections where there were some rocky times, 111, I feel like you're gonna be revitalizing those in a very shocking way, okay, right there. This is a good time for you to make a vision board too about how you kind of want your relationships and your connections to look. The new moon happening on September 25th in Libra is transiting your 2nd house of money. So it's your cash, assets, property, what you value, how you value yourself. That might be a time where you're really kind of putting new foundations into place for what you want to create in your life financially, but also what you want to create in your life with how you're valuing yourself and valuing your life and valuing the people in your life. All right. The Mercury retrograde is happening from September 10th to October 2nd. So there could be some miscommunications that happen. Make sure you double check emails, texts, whatever. Make sure that you're communicating in a way that's open, authentic, and honest. If you're noticing someone's maybe not understanding you or taking what you're saying the way that you're meaning it, try to rephrase yourself, try to say things or openly communicate and let them know, hey, I'm having a hard time communicating this to you. This is what I'm trying to say. Maybe I'm not delivering it right, but this is what I'm trying to get at. You could have connections and relationships come back around in order to do their healing, in order to kind of revitalize the foundation. Your song that I had on shuffle, you guys got 2, all right? Your first song was Bass Zone by Volak and Dusty Cloud. It's one of my absolute favorite songs, but it's very clubby, it's very hardcore, so it's like you're gearing up for something big. And then I got you guys another song because that one doesn't really have any lyrics, so it wasn't really giving us any indication of what you're gearing up for. And the next song that we have was Don't You Worry by Black Eyed Peas, Shakira, and David Guetta. So it's all letting you know, don't worry about whatever it is. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna fall into place exactly how it's supposed to, all right? So gear up for that. Good stuff is coming for you, Virgo, okay? Good stuff. Get excited. All right, what do we have going on for Virgo? Soul song right here. Ask your soul, focus, and soul song. What's so funny about this is you have 3 cards giving the exact same image together. I want to show you that. Okay, do you guys see this? Do you see they're all kind of in a meditative stance? Actually, let me get closer. Okay, do you guys see how they're all kind of touching their heart, touching their soul in a meditative stance? There's something you need to focus on, and it has a lot to do with your heart, what it is that you actually want and what it is that you're looking for. If before you guys were in a place of being in your ego or in your mind or wanting this, that, and the other thing, but you really didn't have any genuine, authentic sense behind it, this could be a time when the universe really asks you to step into your heart space. Also, for those of you who had a birthday, happy birthday, 444 right there. Or are having a birthday, happy birthday to all you guys. But I feel like the universe is really going to have you sit down and ask yourself, what is it that I genuinely want? What do I truly want? What's going to make my heart happy? What's going to make my life happy? What's going to make me happy? What's going to nourish my soul and bring me joy and growth and abundance? When you're truly looking for an answer to something like that, just sitting and meditating and allowing your mind to clear is only going to go so far, because what you're doing when you do that is you're just allowing a break for your mind to clear. And sometimes Virgos have a tendency to be super over analytical, so you guys can be that way a little bit sometimes. So just simply meditating maybe clears space, but it's not putting you in a place of brain and heart coherence. So if you want to get into a place of brain and heart coherence and really know what it is that you actually want and connect to yourself in that way, make sure that you are doing certain practices that are going to help you get there. I'll give you guys one. Actually, let me turn this light on. Is that going to turn? There we go. One thing you can do is brain and heart coherence. Put your hand on your heart. Go into a meditative state. You can look for 0.1 frequencies online. That frequency will actually help you a lot when it comes to brain and heart coherence. And you want to take a deep breath for 5 in. And then you want to do 8 out, all right? And do that over and over. 5 in, 8 out, 5 in, 8 out, 5 in, 8 out. And then when you feel chills or you feel that little shift in your energy, that's the universe showing you that you're connected to your heart and out of your mind. So if you're going to ask yourself what it is that you really want, what it is that's going to make you happy, what is it that's going to make you feel fulfilled, again, brain and heart coherence, that's going to be your best friend. The heart is 5,000 times more powerful than the mind. So anything your mind can think of is only so much, but when you can move into a state of love, into a state of imagination, feeling, abundance, joy, that's going to bring you so much more and so much more quickly and more powerfully. North Node, life's purpose. All right, we're going to get there. You know what? I'll just go into it now. If you guys haven't looked up your birth chart, you should go online, look up your birth chart. Astro Charts, you can do it on. It's $25 for a super long report. That's the most in-depth. But I would say just go ahead and do that one. And then also go on to Astro Cafe and type in your birth chart. Again, you're going to need your time of birth, location, all of that. Look up your North Node. The house and the sign that your North Node is in is what your purpose is. So it doesn't matter who you are, how old you are, what you have, what you own, doesn't matter. Look up your North Node. If you're not doing something in alignment with that, could be a part of you that feels a little bit unfulfilled, only because your purpose and where you're going karmically is to that North Node energy. So if you can integrate that into your life, into your practice, into your schedule, into your work, into your business, into your relationship, you are going to feel so much more fulfilled when you do that. So my North Node is Scorpio in the 11th house. Scorpio is all about death, rebirth, and transformation and spirituality. 11th house is about friends, online social networks, philanthropy, and healing. And what do I do with these channels? I do all of that. I help people transform, change, look at things, change spiritually, evolve, right? Go through transformations. And I do that on an online platform that creates a community and helps people heal. Boom, that's my North Node. And I didn't even know about that until a year and a half after my channels were already made. So, all right, use that for yourself in your life. There's definitely something here when it comes to your North Node that I think you need to put a lot of attention and focus on, especially during the Pisces full moon, because the next card we have is 12th house, which is escape. So there's almost something that you need to deal with and look at. There's something significant here. I was going to ignore it, but I got to see it now. If you have a Taurus in your life, 12th house is Pisces energy, right? We have the full moon in Pisces. Then we have Taurus, which is the 2nd house. So, and then we have partnerships, 7th house, which is again, so during the full moon in Pisces, you are transiting an area in your 7th house, which is your partnerships. So full moon in Pisces, 12th house right here. And then we have 7th house of partnerships, 7th house. So this is going to be a major shift for you when it comes to your purpose, where you're going. You could be trying to escape some sort of dealings that you have to face in regards to your partnerships, some sort of transformation that you have to deal with in regards to your partnerships, or a truth in your partnerships. It's like you're almost kind of trying to avoid it, but really in all actuality, you got to deal with it, you got to deal with it, you got to talk about it, you got to face it. All right, so suck it up, just do it. When it comes to your second house matters, at the new moon in Libra transiting your second house of money, again, that is I have. That is the second house of I have, in the seventh house of partners, and it's happening in Libra, which is the ruler of Venus, is the ruler of Libra and Taurus. So when it comes to the full moon on the 25th of September, again, you're going to have a major shift in the way that you view your partnership, and the way that you deal with your partnership, and the way that you and your partner deal with money, and what you have in your stability and security and money, and how you value yourself in regards to your cash, assets, property, and your money. Okay? Major right there. Major right there. That was so hardcore, a synchronicity on your how these full moon and new moon are going to activate you, Virgo. They're going to activate you in a big way. Wow. Okay. All right, we have sixth house routine, which is the ruler. Sixth house is the ruler of Virgo. So again, that's you. And then we have the moon, which is soul. So there could be a routine you need to start adding to your day, which is, again, I'm going to say a lot of this soul activation, soul song, ask your soul, focus, soul, right? So part of your routine that you may need to integrate more of is a soulful practice, whether that's meditation, whether that's visualization, whether that's healing, whether that's forgiveness, full moon ceremonies, new moon manifestation ceremonies, getting a coach, having somebody help you. There's something you need to really add to your routine that's going to help you shift your focus in a way that's going to bring you a ton of abundance. And why do I say that? Right here. Third house messages, Gemini energy, and Jupiter, which is abundance. Sagittarius had this too, so you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. When you integrate this into your daily routine, again, any of those situations I said, meditating, manifesting, having a coach, forgiveness, creation, brain and heart coherence every single day. 5 minutes of that, 3 minutes of brain and heart coherence activates something in your mind. But it takes 3 days of activation for your neural pathways to actually start forming new neural circuits. So if you're trying to make a shift in your energy and your focus and what you're doing and you're creating and bringing in and blah, 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 you gotta do it every day for at least 5 minutes a day. I'm going to challenge you to say 5, forget 3, go to 5, and then do that every single day. And don't take days off. Do it. This is going to be the food for your soul. This is going to help you transform your life in a lot of ways and bring you to a place of abundance, okay? You could be dealing with a Sag. Like I said, there could be messages between you and a Sag that bring in a lot of abundance too, okay? Especially if it's in regards to your life's purpose, your north node, where you're going next. This person's going to help you a lot. There's a lot of synchronicities here. So we'll look at that. All right, what else do we have for Virgo? Sorry guys, 1 second. Awakening inspired action. There is only what life is asking of me right here, all right? If you're feeling overwhelmed or you're feeling like you have too much, just know that the universe will never ask you to do more than what you can already handle. So if it seems like something is a lot, just know that it's not. It's just like either a new task, a new activity, a new integration into your schedule, right? That's what it is. So allow yourself to alter your schedule and maybe be more inspired to do some of this healing work, the soul work, adding this to your routine. When you're inspired by it and you feel excited by it, it doesn't seem like work, it just seems easy, okay? So then we have activating the third eye. I am willing to see beyond my beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. Yeah, the universe is asking you to really look beyond that analytical, practical framework that you can sometimes box yourself into. Virgos, Virgos tend to be very analytical, judgmental, critical, nitpicky, perfectionists. It's how you are, and that can really sometimes be your shadow that takes you over. So if you aren't aware of that, you can really put some people off in a major way by doing that. And what you're going to be going through in the month of September is you moving out of your ego, out of that analytical, logical, factual kind of way that you can be, and moving more into a place of your heart. And why do I say that? Because your next part is integrating the ego. You have some ego issues that need to be dealt with, okay? Everything is for me, not against me. Integrating your ego and dispelling sadness. I feel better once I get the rest I need. If you're not taking care of yourself, you could be in a shadow aspect of yourself without realizing it, okay? So this could be something you need to talk about maybe, or something you're holding on to in regards to a sadness that you're not letting go of. It's almost like you're still carrying it with you everywhere instead of releasing it and letting it go. Yeah, 5 of Cups at the bottom. You're definitely holding on to something. All right, what do we need to know here for Virgo? We have 2 of Wands, planning, and Hermit, which is solitude, Virgo. And the Queen of Swords, which is about independence. And 9 of Wands, which is about fear. So, all right, Virgo energy, Virgo season, we can sometimes go into that natural Virgo energy, which can sometimes be about solitude, doing internal work, reflecting, looking within. 17:17 on the clock. So you could kind of go into that place maybe during Virgo season. You don't really want to be around many people. You could be wanting to be more independent. I feel like there's some fears that you're trying to work through, and that's where your ego is kind of challenging you. If you've got fears, right, that you're dealing with, certain fears, certain sadness that's getting in your way. Fear is just a low vibration on the vibrational scale of consciousness. Go to my other channel, Self Mastery Mentor. I teach a lot about energy, vibration, law of attraction over there. I have the vibrational scale of consciousness in so many of my videos. But the fear is always going to keep your perspective in an illusion. So if you're fearing that you're not going to have this relationship, fearing that you're not going to get this job, fearing that you're not going to make X, Y, and Z amount of money, fearing that if you let go of this, it won't come back, fearing that something's going to turn out bad, fearing, you are just creating more and more and more and more illusion for you to work through, right? That's your mind. Your mind is meant to protect you. Your ego is meant to protect you. It literally is there to protect you. So if you're feeling a lot of fears around things, but you're not really, it's not true fear, it's just an illusion of fear, again, that's your ego that you need to kind of work through. If you're in brain and heart coherence, you know that there's nothing to fear because everything always works out for you. But you're not believing that, and that's the problem. You're too much up here, letting fears control you and letting fears kind of determine what direction you go in, and that's why you're not able to bring this abundance in. Like, you've got this abundance here, you've got these messages of abundance that want to come in, but you're drowning yourself in solitude, independence, fear, sadness, and ego. Yeah, you could be wanting your relationship to be perfect, and that's why you're coming to conclusions that are upsetting you and really not working out for you, especially if it's causing drama. Yeah, that's what it is. 2 of Cups, 8 of Wands. You're wanting your relationship to be perfect, 10 of Swords. And that's why it's not working out for you. There's no such thing as perfect, right? These Virgos want everything to be perfect. They want work to be perfect, money to be perfect, this to be perfect, this to be perfect. Forget it. All right? Forget it. There's no such thing as perfect. You got to get over it. All right? You got to get over it. There's no such thing as perfect. Perfect is what you view it as. Even if someone is imperfect, right? Maybe they don't have this or that or blah, 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 blah. If you love that person and you are in brain and heart coherence, you love that person, you want to be with that person, you feel good with that person supports you, then finding perfection in whatever is so imperfect about them is going to make you see them in a very different light, right? It's about a switch in perspective. If you constantly focus on what isn't good enough and what isn't perfect enough for you, you're going to create more of that, more of that, more of that, more of that, until again, you're in this place of solitude on your own, dealing with your fears just over consuming you. If you want connection, if you want relationships, if you want abundance and success, you got to get out of the ego, out of the mind, out of the fear, and raise your levels of consciousness and raise your energy more and more and more, and start seeing the perfection in everything that's around you, because everything that's around you is meant to be around you. It's meant to be there for you. It's exactly what you deserve at this time as you're going through this period in your life. So appreciate it and be grateful for it, and that might bring you in a little bit more blessings. Okay? What else do we have for Virgo? Hierophant, Four of Wands, Queen of Cups, Chariot, Page of Cups, Ace of Swords, Lovers, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. We have Taurus, Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer energy with the Chariot, Gemini energy with the Lovers. Either way, you're going to have a beautiful, beautiful, abundant connection when you get out of this. All right, whatever this is, 222 right there on the clock. Once you kind of can get over this fear, over this grief, over these, conclusions that you're coming to, you're going to have a very, very beautiful relationship. The Hierophant is all about deals, contracts, commitments, and Four of Wands is that perfect manifestation. So Four of Wands, and the Hierophant, right? It's going to come in. It's going to be beautiful. There's going to be a lot of love that comes in very, very quickly. There could be an apology that needs to be made between you, between this person. But when you do decide to come forward and have this talk and clear things up, I feel like you guys are going to be able to bring this soulmate connection into a much stronger place. It's like you're going to be able to reap the rewards for what you've invested all this time. So don't allow this hiccup, whatever this hiccup is in your life, don't allow this hiccup to be the deciding factor on whether or not you go towards this manifestation, because the manifestation is coming for you. Yes, we dealt with some BS here, but by the end of it, you get to the Four of Wands. So by the end of it, you get to the manifestation. You just got to go through some of this crap to release it, to get over it, to move it on, right? Move it on, and then go forward, okay? Seven of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and the Magician. And then we have the Ace of Cups here in the Tower. So you could have a Scorpio around you that you're having a shocking new opportunity in a relationship with. It doesn't have to be a Scorpio, but I do feel like when this opportunity comes in, this emotional opportunity, it's going to shock you. It's going to be a relationship that could end up being marriage, commitment, connection, whatever it is. I feel like you're doing your best to overcome any challenges that you've been dealing with, especially if you've been trying to manifest this and you're struggling a little bit to manifest this. You feel like there's challenges, you feel like all this stuff is happening. If you're having a hard time manifesting this to come to complete fruition and a conclusion, you're going to overcome any of those obstacles that you're facing now, and it will end up being exactly what you want. So it's going to shock you when it comes in, right? It's going to shock you, but it's going to be a good thing, and you're going to celebrate it by the time it's all said and done. Tell us about this Ace of Swords Tower. Ace of Cups, sorry. Yeah, there could be a talk you need to have with this person. Yeah, there could definitely be a talk you need to have with this person. Tell us what's Ace of Swords, or Ace of Cups Tower. Wow, I keep saying that. There's definitely some sort of talk, okay? Because you have the Ace of Swords here next to the Page of Cups, all right? Ace of Swords, Page of Cups, boom, it's right there. And then we have the Page of Cups that just came out here, and the Ten of Cups, and the Three of Wands. Justice card, High Priestess, yeah. Okay, we're gonna look at something. We're gonna look at something right here. Hold on a second, this is big. I want you guys to look up Synchronicity 7337, okay? Look up Synchronicity 7337. You're going into a new chapter. You're on your way there. There's definitely, if there was confusion before in a connection, in a friendship, in a foundation, there's confusion before, you're going towards the possibility of having this success come full circle and heal, especially at the foundation. You're gonna build a good connection and a good friendship with this person. So whoever it is that you're dealing with, again, it's gonna change, it's gonna transform, and you're gonna be shocked at the new opportunity that comes in for you, especially in your emotional life. There is a conversation that is tied to it that has to be had, especially if there's an apology from you, from somebody else, doesn't really matter. Page of Cups, okay? It's got to be initiated somehow, all right? The relationship's waiting for you. The connection's waiting for you. Ten of Cups, Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Hierophant, Four of Wands. Like, it is there, all right, Virgo? It is there for you. Justice card and the High Priestess. It is there for you. It's waiting for you, all right? So if there's something you got to do to make something right, if there's something you got to do that you know you got to do, you got to just go ahead and do it, all right? High Priestess, Justice card. You know this has to come back into balance. These two cards are sitting right over the top of the Ten of Swords, which is about that conclusion, that negative conclusion that you came to, like we talked about before. The grief that you're holding on and dealing with, it's all kind of coming full circle because somehow it was tied to this person, whoever this person is. So there's really nothing for you to worry about. The good news is you got some shit to deal with. Then when you decide to actually deal with it, it's going to come in for you. The abundance is going to come in for you. The manifestation is going to come in for you. The relationship, the commitment, the connection, the happiness, the home, the love, making things right, and then moving into a foundation of joy, of bliss, friendship, healing, celebration, and truly the ability to confidently move forward is going to be happening for you. So if something that you're dealing with, especially if it's some sort of integration into your ego and your shadow self, it might seem like a lot, but don't worry, it's not a lot. It's really just the universe asking you to deal with something. Again, right here, there is only what life is asking of me. See, you're only given what you're supposed to. So if you're receiving inspired action to do something, to go for something, this is the universe telling you, yes, it's all going to be okay, so don't worry about it, all right? It's just part of your lessons. All right, what do we need to know? You could have had some sort of perspective. You could be stuck on some sort of judgment, especially if this judgment was a little bit critical and coming from your ego. We have messages right here, integrating the ego, and the Queen of Swords, independence, which is about someone who can be a little bit cutting and harsh in the way that they deliver something. And the judgment is right over top of that. So if there was some sort of harsh, egotistical judgment or some sort of perspective you had around something, someone, some idea, something, boom, all right? Again, it's going to be brought up. That's the center focus of it all. That has to be brought up and that has to be dealt with. You could be investing in your family to help you bring this in and bring you towards success, especially if you're dealing with a King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, King of Cups, and the Tower card, that's Scorpio energy. This person it could surprise you. It could shock you how strong this person is at helping you build your foundation, okay? Yeah. You could be surprised. You could be definitely surprised at how much this person helps you heal your foundation, heal the foundation of your friendships, and give you the confidence to move forward. 7337, okay? This person could be very healing when it comes to your world and your world view. It's like their confidence is almost shocking you. Their strength is shocking you at the foundation of it all. Why is this shocking you so much? We have the Empress and the Magician. So you might have not even been aware of this person's capability and power to help you heal and help you grow. Between you guys, there's all of this. Look at these pentacles, right? 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. So you got 29, 34 pentacles around you. So whoever you're connected to, this masculine energy, King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces, and Scorpio here. Whoever this person is around you, they are going to help you manifest a lot of success in your life. And I feel like you haven't been noticing. I feel like you haven't been noticing the work that this person's been putting in at all. Yeah, you definitely have not been noticing the work that this person's bringing in and that they've been doing. I feel like they could be very stressed over whatever heartbreak was here, about making something right. Justice card over top of the Justice card. It's like you've been focusing on your abundance and your growth and your manifesting and whatever stuff you're dealing with in your own life that I don't feel like you're even aware of or realizing the amount of work, energy, and focus this other person in your vicinity has been putting in to help you make this right. All right, what else do we need to know? World card over top of you, 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, the Moon card, and the Page of Cups again, and the Chariot. 7 of, yeah, look at this. Wow, Justice, Justice, Justice. Right over top of each other, we've got the Justice, 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 Tower card, King of Cups. And then we have the King of Swords, Ace of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, and the King of Cups, Knight of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, King of Wands, Death card, and the Wheel of Fortune. Pisces, Hanged Man, 4 of Wands, Hermit, which is you, Star card, Healing. Okay. You got a lot. All right. If you were completely insecure over something, all right, and it was keeping you in this place of solitude with yourself, again, it's all coming full circle. We have 5, 6, 7 of Pentacles. So you're right over top of the 8 of Pentacles. So 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I want you guys to look that up. We have all these Pentacles around you. So there's a ton of stability, success, money, all that around you, which is fantastic. But there's something that has to be made right. Justice card, Justice card, Justice card. So there's something that really has to be brought to a balance and made equal before this can actually happen. If you're needing, all right, if you're needing confidence to come forward and make something right, all right, I feel like there's 3 individuals around you who are going to help you with that. King of Swords, King of Cups, King of Wands. So there's 3 masculine energies around you that are going to help you go through this change, all right? Death card, Wheel of Fortune. That's going through a major ending of a certain phase and a transition and a change to a new one, all right? Especially if these people are in your family. 10 of Pentacles is the card of family, all right? 10 of Pentacles. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. They're going to help you take some sort of action and initiate some sort of offer. It could be healing your relationship, your connection, your perspective, and helping you offer something tangible that's going to make you happy, heal your relationship, This is going to be something that you've been waiting for a long time. Again, we have 11 more pentacles there. Another 11, 22 plus 7, 29. And then what did we have before? 29, 39, 46. No. Yeah. 46. And then what do we have here? 53, 58, 61 pentacles. That's enough financial abundance for 6 families, okay? You really don't need any more of that. So if all your focus is on money, on pentacles, on tangible, on success, on this, on that, you've got more than you need, okay? And that's only the pentacles we talked about here. That's not even what's underneath, because then there's another 9, which is 70. There's another 7 over here, which is 77. You got another 3 over here, which is 80. That's 8 families. You know, how many more families do you need money for? All right, you can only be in so many relationships. You can only be, you know, have so much. I mean, unless you're getting busy and doing something we don't know about. At the end of the day, like, there's only so much money that you need. The rest is just excess. Okay, so I'm gonna give you one more card because it's just so that's just so focused on like pentacle. There's no love in here. There's no excitement. There's just money. And money doesn't do anything when you're dead. Remember that. Tower card, Scorpio again. 9 of Cups. Ace of Wands, 4 of Swords, and 7 of Cups. So as soon as I said that, we pull one last message, and all of the cards that came out were something other than pentacles, something other than money, something other than tangible, something other than that. You've got love, you've got inspiration, you've got healing, and you've got possibility, okay? So when you take your focus off this, what happens? Happiness that shocks you, joy that shocks you, inspiration that shocks you, your soul that shocks you, inspiring message, inspiring opportunities, abundance and possibility that you've been waiting for is what comes in. So you got to shift your focus, okay? You have to shift your focus. Yeah, there's still just some insecurity you're dealing with. Page of Pentacles and 5 of Pentacles. That's it's just still in your energy over and 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 over again. I'll check in with you guys next year, okay? All right. Tell us about this Tower. Temperance card, there it is. Justice card. I said tell us about this Tower, right? Scorpio energy. What do we have come out? Temperance. Right over top of the Page of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, the Judgment, the Moon, and the Chariot. So this could be the person you need to apologize to, Sagittarius. Could also be a Libra, could also be a Scorpio, could also be a Gemini. Yeah, there is a lot. If you want to make things right, for you, and bring in the joy, bring in the healing, bring in the growth, bring in the abundance, really transform and change a soulmate connection and bring it to a place of healing, all right? You know what to do. You know what to do. Sag, Libra, Scorpio, Gemini. Major change. You're ending this reading with 4 major arcanas. You're definitely overthinking about it, and you're definitely overthinking about you having to come talk about it. You're probably unhappy with the fact that you do light in the dark. You see the light in the dark of all of it, but you know what? You got to just do what you got to do, all right? And at some point, you got to get over it enough to actually do it. Again, things are going to come back into fruition for you when you take care of whatever this is. Ask your soul, how you can get there, how you can bring this in, how you can heal this, how you can focus this, because you've got great news here, great news here, great news here, a ton of money. I mean, 80 pentacles. What do you want? What more do you want? What more do you want? All right? Get out of being so earthly. Okay, Virgo, I'm going to challenge you during this time, even though it's your energy, to just go into a place of solitude and really, you know, dive into your own energy. I'm going to challenge you to try to take on somebody else's energy. Try to take on a new form of energy, a new way of energy. What we have ending it out here is Sagittarius, which is fire energy. Justice card, Libra energy, that's air energy. Death card, that's Scorpio energy, that's water energy. And again, Gemini energy, again, that's air energy. And we have the justice, 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 justice. So there's something that has to be made right. There's something that has to be balanced out. Justice, justice, justice. Justice, 4 times over. If you want to make something right in your soulmates and your connections and really revitalize the connection and bring things full circle, try to get into more of a fiery energy, a passionate energy, an emotional energy, a watery energy, and a communicative energy, an airy energy, which is a Libra and Gemini. That communication, making things right, talking about it. And what do we say here at the very bottom? 3rd house messages, that's Gemini energy. And Jupiter here, abundance, that's Sagittarius energy. So right here, what you started with, all right, 3rd house communication and Jupiter abundance, you're ending it with this. You're ending it with this, all right? The communication about abundance, the messages about abundance, the soulmate, like bringing all that positivity in, right? You're starting with that, you're ending with that. And what's right in the center? Justice in the death card. So making something right so it can transform, it can change, and it can evolve, okay? So let's get your last message that we have for you. What do we have for Virgo? There it is. Each time I choose to tune in to spirit, guidance of the highest truth shows up for me. Last card. My true safety lies in my capacity to align with the love of the universe. Brain and heart coherence, okay? Brain and heart coherence, baby. I'm gonna read you this. I feel like there's a reason. All right, I let the universe catch up with my dreams. Whatever you're dreaming of, all right, during the full moon in Pisces, September 10th, 3 days before, 3 days after is the shadow period. Whatever you are dreaming of in your partnerships, 7th house that you want to bring in, you got to be dreaming about it from a place of love. Brain and heart coherence, all right? 5 deep breaths in, 8 seconds out. 5 in, 8 out. Allow yourself to move into that, feel that, love that, know that, trust that, right? The highest truth. The love of the universe, all right? That's what we have for you, Virgo. I hope you enjoyed this. You could want to focus a little bit more on your base chakra. That could be an area of focus for you. We have 2 red cards right here, and a lot of your major cards that came in were red. So you could need to focus on that. Maybe do like a chakra alignment or a meditation to help you balance that out. Overall though, you're creating from that area, you're creating from all your chakras, so you want to make sure that they're all aligned, but that's an area of focus that I feel is going to enhance you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.